More and more consumers are looking for foods that reflect a local, more sustainable, and environmentally responsible diet. Finding the proper fare, however, may be a challenge with many components to consider, especially when it comes to your seafood. Joining us is cookbook author and James Beard-nominated chef Jennifer Bushman. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Kate. It's so great to be back.
You know, fish has been on my mind a lot lately. It's March. A lot of people born this month are Pisces. Shout out to the Pisces birthdays out there. But you're saying that fish should be on our mind all the time, not just this month, and especially whenever we're cooking.
That's correct, because it really all boils down to omega-3s. We don't actually make our own omega-3s. We have to consume them. And it's one of the reasons why the FDA is now recommending that you have fish or seafood at least 2 to 3 times a week. We know that it's a good source of protein. Of course, it helps reduce cardiovascular disease, but it's also a protein that you can get without saturated fat. The thing is, though, it's very important to source your seafood sustainably. The oceans really have issues that can really be boiled down to one thing, and that's consumption. And we need the oceans to supply us with food. Of course, it provides livelihood for millions of people. So we have to be careful about the way in which we get our seafood. And in the end, believe it or not, if it's sustainably chosen, it's probably healthier for you.
That's definitely true. It looks like you have a number of wonderful things in front of you that look scrumptious and delicious. Are you going to be cooking for us today?
Yeah, well, I have a new cookbook out called Sea Change, and it's really all about sustainability and beautiful recipes. I made a lot of the recipes. This is actually Verlasso salmon. It's the only Atlantic farm-raised salmon to ever be given a Good Buy alternative rating from Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. And Kate, I know we've talked about this, but Seafood Watch has an app so that you know whether or not the seafood you're buying at the seafood counter is actually sustainable. What you do is you just type in the seafood that you're looking at and the country of origin. Up will pop whether or not it's sustainable. Seafood Watch is one of the most important certification programs in the world. So obviously that's important. The recipes, actually, the cookbook was so much fun to do. It was written also by Chef John Ash, who's a 2-time James Beard Award winner, and top chefs like Jonathan Sawyer and Susan Finnegar have all created recipes. This is one of Chef Ash's recipes. It's actually a quick marinated salmon. So you can come home, slice the salmon, you put lemon juice, capers over it, olive oil, and then you serve it with a salad and maybe some toast for a quick dinner. This one is actually by Chef Nico Romo. This is a beautiful slow-poached olive oil salmon. So literally, you poach the salmon in olive oil at 300 degrees for about 20 minutes. And what you end up with is this very sweet, vibrant fish that the entire family will love. The recipes, Kate, are all ingredients that everyone can find, recipes that everyone will enjoy eating. And the cookbook, believe it or not, is free. So right now you can download it at www.verlasso.com/preparation. And it has beautiful interactive recipes, also videos of me making them. And of course, you can always find sustainable seafood through ProFish in your area and Verlasso salmon.
Well, everything looks spectacular, like I said. Let's just talk one more time about the Verlasso app that you talked about and why it's important that this Verlasso is farm-raised and it's the only sustainable farm-raised.
Right. Well, so the app is called Seafood Watch, and the organization that actually has put that together is Monterey Bay Aquarium Seafood Watch. And so they're not only rating sustainable Atlantic farm salmon like Verlasso, it'll also tell you, for example, if the wild salmon that you want to eat is sustainably caught, or halibut. So you'll be able to look up sea bass or halibut or tuna and find out if it's sustainable as well. well. So that's the first thing. Verlasso salmon is raised off of the coast of the Patagonia with all of those touch points in mind that the certification program has said it takes to make sure that they're not depleting the ocean and other resources when they're raising the salmon itself. And really, I feature this one because everybody likes salmon. It's the #1 selling fish in the United States, and it's something that most people really enjoy because it's so mild. So featuring it here and talking about it, I think, is a way for everyone to get those omega-3s and enjoy more fish.
Well, thank you very much, Jennifer. We love being taught about something that we're going to be putting on our table.
It's great to be here. Thanks, Kate.
There's so much more Let's Talk Live, so don't you go away.